I used to think Lent was like a kind of clever cultural trick to help people get through the hungriest season. Because I thought of Lent as a time of deprivation, of giving up the pleasures or a comfort or a routine at a time of year when we can't always afford what is plentiful at the harvest time. You know, if you hadn't set aside enough food and tucked it in the root cellar or dried it or froze it or canned it, by this time of year, as the snow quickly melts, the harvest is tiny and slow. You know, it's the beauty of having that sharp taste of a bit of spruce bud or some rhubarb. But that's about it. For months, you can be hungry. So I thought that was kind of the added bonus or some of the motivation to make Lent be a spring thing. And then I thought, well, how self-centered could I be, right? Christian traditions and culture are rooted in the Middle East, not northwestern Ontario. I mean, I don't even really know the seasons of the Middle East except in the faintest of academic senses. And Christianity is practiced in every part of the world. This year I'm thinking of Lent as being a season of not deprivation, but contemplation. That our lives are so kind of trapped in the comfort and security of routines and familiar understandings. It takes effort to sit down and identify them as such. Do I know that is true? Is that absolutely necessary? Is there another way that these things could be done? And put aside those that are not essential to contemplate those that are. I'm a McLeod, and our family crest says, can you see that? It says, hold fast around a little cow, a coo. Which I used to think meant, hold on to what? Your family, your culture. Those are hard things to hold on to. People grow up, cultures change. But the McLeods were also deeply religious people. Always a pastor in every generation, always, in service to their church. Were they holding fast to faith? And what does that look like? I think that looks like having faith that we can do this. That what is familiar is not always necessary. The faith in being loved and needed and full of grace is really the only essential we need. And if we hold fast to it, we can make our way through all kinds of needed change. In fact, God is always asking us to do a little better. And that means always expecting of us to change. Every time I listen to a gospel, it's basically a conversation with Jesus and somebody else who thinks they know. And he makes them think bigger. Anyway, thoughts for a Sunday. Happy Sunday.